Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions. We've got another Hitman 2 video. This one is called The Tree Falls on the Apple. Now, I was going to do this challenge just as Silent Assassin. I'd got the video uploaded and it was just going to be a nice simple video. However, during the course of making the video and actually recording the voiceover, I was moaning both vocally and internally about a lack of suit-only options. And it was really getting to me because the route itself is so suited to suit only that I was looking at it and thinking, why am I not doing this suit only? And in the video's voiceover I actually did complain that the area that we do the challenge didn't really allow suit only to be an easy option. However, I have done it suit only, and I will explain the criticisms that I had and still do have regarding the challenge, because I do believe this suit only could be easier, but I am also doing it suit only to show it's possible. So yeah, just a few preliminaries there to get out of the way, because if anything I'll leave the cutscene in every time I start at the default starting location, just so that the NPCs are there. So if anything, while that's been playing, I've had a little bit of a chance to explain what's going on. So going under here straight away, we're going to shoot that camera. Put the pistol away so Tambourine Man doesn't see the pistol, and we're just going to pick up a coin. We're also going to pick up a coconut on the way up here. That is just because we're going to use it to knock out Robert Knox's bodyguard. So pick that up. After that you can equip your silver bullet or whatever pistol you've got and shoot that camera. And we're going to use a lockpick to open this door. So, as you may have gathered, all we've brought along is a pistol, coins and a lockpick. You should have most of those from the default start, so if you want to try and do this as your first Silent Assassin suit only run, by all means you can do it, but it would be the tricky one to go ahead first with. So, we're going through this door and through this door, we're climbing through this window, and we're going to climb up the drain pipe. So it's a fairly simple route, nothing too shocking or surprising about this. However, it's at this point where my criticism starts to begin. So, I'm going through this door here, I can see a couple of guards down the corridor, and what I'm going to do is grab a shotgun. Now, at this point, what I would like to be able to do is, there's a laptop on the table on the left. At this point, I would like to be able to shoot the laptop and leave it at that. Now you can shoot the laptop and Robert will come to investigate what's happened to the laptop, but he will not go and look at the race, and if he doesn't look at the race you cannot complete the kill, or at least you cannot kill both Robert and Sierra. For me, this is the developers forcing you to do what I'm doing here, which is getting into Robert's office and securing the keycard without actually changing disguise. As you will see, it is possible to do it without changing disguise, but it is a lot more hassle than just shooting the laptop. If you look on YouTube or look anywhere across the Hitman forums, the laptop being shot is the most simple way of doing this challenge. Well, not necessarily this challenge, but getting Robert into that area, because it just draws him straight in. Whereas it's not exactly slower using this, but you have got to get into this office, and really I don't know about anyone else, but I'd rather not have to come in here. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain, because as you can see there's a guard walking this way, so I have to take cover and just wait for him to pass, and none of this would be happening if I could just shoot the laptop. I am banging a drum, but it's because if I had my way, the developers would patch it so that Robert would fix the laptop as it is. Because my understanding of how the challenge works is that when you shoot the laptop, it causes the satellite to crash or to move position, and part of what Robert does when he comes to investigate it is that he fixes the position of the satellite. So even if the logic of the developers is that, right, you've shot the laptop, therefore he can't repair it via the laptop, surely he can actually manually lift up and try to reposition it. So I'm not buying the cheap excuses, I'm calling it, that the laptop is the actual thing you need. I just find it a little bit too convenient, but I don't know, maybe some of you got different opinions. As you can see though, what I've been doing at the moment is just waiting for that bodyguard to move, And I can't throw a coin now because Robert and his bodyguard are coming this way, so even though I've thrown a pair of scissors into the room where I've just been, it's more because I want to get bodyguard's cycle altered slightly, so that when I walk out the room there's less chance I'll be seen. However, I have to wait for Robert and his bodyguard to move so that I can throw the coin and it won't be heard by him or anyone else in that room. As you can see, someone does turn to look at it, but they do turn around, although they sort of look in 47's direction, so you do have to be fast round in this corner. So as you can see, I do make a run for it, but you do get a bit of suspicion, so take cover as fast as you can. After that, all you gotta do is run down the line and we're back on the rooftop. And for me, the challenge is very simple. All you gotta do is insert the dongle into the laptop and sabotage the satellite. It's so simple, but when you see how the satellite moves, I admit I didn't really show it well in that clip, but when you see how the satellite just dips and changes position, it isn't a complicated alteration because the same thing pretty much happens when you shoot it. It's the same thing that causes Robert to come up, but the only difference is it's as if Robert doesn't believe he has to fix it if you've shot it. And I'd just love it if the developers would alter it. It's a minor modification because all it would do is just increase the speed of the challenge. People could do Miami Silent Assassin suit only, even on master difficulty, in about 2 to 3 minutes. Whereas as it stands, it takes upwards of, well, around about 9 I think I ended up on, might be a little less. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. I'm not a know-it-all on Hitman, so maybe some of the higher players might say, no, this challenge is alright, but yeah. So as you saw, I've thrown a coin, it's drawn the bodyguard to pick up the gun. Robert doesn't look this way, so I'm safe to just take cover here, and as soon as he moves away I'll just take cover here so that Robert doesn't see me again if he turns around. So yeah, at this point the gun's been taken away and Robert will go to look at the race whilst the gun's being taken. So as you can see, we're just going to stand behind Robert. As soon as he mentions that he can see Sierra rounding the corner, which will hear via a line of dialogue, all you have to do is push him. So as you can see momentarily he's going to say, there's my car with Sierra in it. As soon as you hear the line, push him. You don't want to push him any later or any sooner. It's when that line of dialogue is spoken. So as you can see, the bodyguard's come back. Ideally you would place a gun in that room he's just passed through, just so that he'll go and take a gun away, you can sneak out quicker. But as you can see, I still worked my way around this, although I did take my time because I was curious if the bodyguard was going to just walk off and sort of go, oh, he must have gone somewhere. But no, he decides to stay there, so I throw a coin. As soon as he walks up the corner, I throw the coconut at him and it's a knockout. Nice and simple, and I even pick up the coin just in case I need it later on. So yeah, I've got frustrations with how this SASO route goes, but it's purely because I feel it could be easier. And I know that Hitman challenges aren't meant to be easy, but equally I think if they hadn't made it that you can shoot the laptop, then I wouldn't be feeling this way. So really, that's got to be it. They've got to either disable the ability to affect the satellite by shooting the laptop, or they need to allow Robert to fix it. It's just a small bugbear, but hopefully you can understand that. Anyway, thanks for putting up with my complaints. I hope you've enjoyed the playthrough. I hope you've enjoyed my comments on how I did it. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in another video. This has been Josh. Bye for now.